What's up, Boba Gang? Thank you again for coming back and kicking it with me. So for this video, I got a product review for y'all. It's a little sweet treat. It's the Pocas Taiwan Classic Bubble Tea. So for today, we have these 5 flavors here. We have brown, pink, beige, purple, and green. I'm kidding, of course. We have the honeydew, taro, brown sugar, strawberry, and coffee. Let's see how they do. Let's hope they don't fail. And maybe I won't live to regret it. But I don't have high hopes. I mean, granted, that might be my bias kicking in, but can you really blame me? I mean, of course you can blame me. I'm a freaking person on YouTube spouting out their opinions and reviews on drinks. So yeah. All right, let's get this started. I went to an Asian grocery store to, of course, get groceries. And, I came across some of these canned bowl drinks. So I figured, why not? I'll give them a shot. I don't think I ever actually had this brand before, the Pocas. I've heard pretty decent things about them, so I figured I'd give it a shot. When I was looking at these flavors, the one I was actually looking for was the classic milk tea one, but I only looked online and saw that it might be selected stores that might have that flavor. Unfortunately, the ones I went to, they didn't have it, so I just picked these 5. Probably the only interesting thing about the design is, honestly, there's nothing interesting about the design. It's pretty plain, it's pretty generic, pretty boring. There's really not much that I would say that's, very exciting or distinguishable from other brands. It's pretty basic, in my opinion. Probably the only thing I thought was kind of slightly interesting is the back right here. These are slightly 2 different designs for the back sides. The only reason why I'd say that's slightly interesting is because these 4 had the same type of back design, and this one is different. So I'm not exactly sure if this was designed separately in a different manufacturing company from this one, or if they had changed manufacturing companies, or they changed from design from one to the other. They're like, hey, let's just make the back of the honeydew look really different from the others, which would be a very weird flex considering that the front side of all these are the same. So I'm not exactly sure why the back would be slightly different placements, but who cares? It's the back side. It's the side that people don't typically read unless you're looking for the about section of the company. But even then, this one doesn't have too much going on for it. So yeah. So let's see. Which one do I want to do? Okay, strawberry. All right. So we're going to go ahead and try the strawberry with tapioca pearls first. All right, so I kind of actually thought this was going to be a more pinkish color, kind of like how the can is. I'm so sad. I really thought it was going to be pinker than this, but then again, I guess with all the other strawberry milk drinks, they're not as pink as they could be. It comes out very, I don't know, kind of pale brown. Oh, it actually kind of matches my desktop. There is that artificial strawberry flavor to it. It's kind of like a very watered down Nesquik version. Not feeling it. So all these drinks have some form of a whole milk powder mixed with a non-dairy creamer. So I'm wondering if enough of the strawberry flavor to it, because I taste it at first, but then it fades away pretty quickly. That's pretty lackluster. And I guess with this one, I kind of thought I was going to get the boba out of it. Like, when I was just pouring. I guess it didn't, because I suppose it's the way the can is designed. Maybe it was like a shorter, fatter one. Maybe it would be easier. Kind of like the grass jelly drinks. But, it's okay. I'm probably going to give this one like 3 out of 5 stars right now. I was just hoping for more stronger strawberry flavor in that one. So yeah. All right. I haven't got a chance to try the boba. I'll try it at some point in one of these. Maybe I'll go get a straw in a moment. I'm dumb. Of course I have a straw. Alright, so on the back of the can is a modified tapioca starch. I don't know. It tastes kind of like crystal boba, but it's kind of stale. So I clearly came in not expecting it to actually taste like tapioca pearls, because if you ever had frozen tapioca pearls, they taste terrible. They're really hard, really chewy. For this one, it tastes very similar to a kind of like the crystal boba that's being really popular at a lot of boba shops right now. There's no flavor to it. Yeah, it's a chewy texture, but of course, It's not tapioca pearls that we're all used to. All right, let's try honeydew. I'm not a big fan of honeydew. Oh, it does smell like honeydew, so that's a plus. Of course, I thought the color was going to come off a little bit greener. It's not. I mean, I guess that's not too bad because then at least it means there's not too much food coloring in it. All right, so this one does have a stronger kind of honeydew taste to it. And it does give all the honeydew smell. But once again, I don't know what it is. It just feels very watered down. Granted, for the price point that they're offering this with the 9-day creamer and the whole milk powder in it and water, I shouldn't expect too much, but man, still pretty mid. Yeah, just okay. I'll give this one another 3. I'm gonna assume the tapioca pearls taste the same. Yeah, it basically does. Next is taro. You think it's going to be really purple? Or do you think it's going to be that pale color that we've been seeing in these past 2 drinks? My bet right now is that it's going to be similar to this, just in a purple tint. And behold, just like the other drinks. The taro scent isn't as strong as what I expected it to be. I kind of thought it would be a slightly stronger taro smell when I open it and pour it. Don't get me wrong, I still smell a bit of it, but it's just not as strong as I expected it to be. Surprisingly, this taro one tastes better than the honeydew and the strawberry. I still don't really like it that much, however, it does taste better than the other 2. And this one doesn't feel like it's watered down compared to the others. So I think I'm going to try the coffee one first because I feel like that one's going to disappoint me more than the brown sugar. Honestly, if you fail at making brown sugar, I just don't know what to do with you. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do the coffee one first. Just because I've also been disappointed in coffee flavored items that are not coffee. I'm thinking this is going to come off very similar color as the others. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, well. This one came out much darker than I expected. I thought it was going to be really light for some reason. I expected it to be a color similar to this. I just thought I was going to be disappointed by a very light colored coffee color for some reason. I don't know. All right, so the smell is very reminiscent of kind of like that basic generic coffee smell. So for those drinks where, you get like a, what's it? The Arabica beans, medium roast coffee that you get at Dunkin' Donuts or 7-Eleven, whatever. It gives that kind of like generic smell. Not much of a profile, but for this type of canned drink, I didn't expect it to be, some light roasted Arabica coffee grown from Ethiopian beans or anything. I thought I was gonna like this one mildly more than the others, but unfortunately, I think I might have to give this one an even lower score than I expected. So you remember how I was talking about how these other 3 drinks tasted pretty watered down? Just imagine that with your coffee, okay? That very generic flavor of coffee that they serve at receptions or that they serve at conferences. That barely passable coffee that they serve whenever, you're at gala or at a networking event. This is what it tastes like. It just tastes even more watered down and no caffeine in it. At least the ones that they serve at the networking events, at least there's some caffeine in it to get you through the night and try to meet as many people as you can and gain to know their names. This one does not do that at all. So yeah, I'll give this one a 2.9. Just be nice. I'll give it 2.9. To be fair for it, I'll just give it 2.9. All right, and we're down to the very last one, the brown sugar. And I expected the color to be kind of similar to the other ones, kind of this palish brown color, more beige than actual brown. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but we'll find out. Thank God I'm optimistic. And honestly, it's still actually much darker than I expected it to be. I kind of thought, it's going to be like, kind of like that coffee-ish color. This one's actually darker than the coffee. That's crazy. Especially when you look at the packaging for these, the design. This one, has that dark classic coffee look. This one doesn't. It's pretty light, and you see the swirls of brown in it. So to see that this color, the actual drink, is much lighter than this, it's wild. That's wild to me. All right, that tastes very watered down to me. All right, this one tastes for some reason it tastes so much sweeter than the others. Yeah, I know it's brown sugar, but really I think the sugar intake for all of these should be roughly the same. So I don't know what it is, but the brown sugar one tastes much sweeter to me, even though it technically has less sugar than the strawberry and less sugar than the coffee. The coffee one actually is 90% sugar, whereas this one's 86. The honeydew is 68. The taro is 72%, and the brown sugar one is 78. So this one's the third. It's supposed to be like number 3. Yeah, it just for some reason tastes sweeter than the other 4. Alright, so after I've been drinking a couple of these for, taking a couple of sips here and there rather than just, the first taste in the glass, I can say that, I don't know, it just feels like it's a very sugary drink. So back to the stereotypes of bubble tea being really sugary, it just doesn't hit the same. Of course, you can't compare these to what you do at your boba shop. I guess you could pick one up if you're really craving for some boba and you don't feel like going out at night. Honestly though, if you're kind of out and about, you must drink something else, because these, although they're pretty affordable depending on where you go, it's like $2 or something like that. You could just grab a bottle of soda or something if you want that sweet sugary goodness. But if you're looking for caffeine, of course none of these are gonna hit, even if you get the coffee one, because it's just coffee flavoring without the added benefits of the caffeine and so forth. If I had to rank them, okay, from least to favorite, it'll probably be taro would come in dead last for me. Probably the honeydew, the strawberry, the coffee, and then the brown sugar. Honestly, they all come in last for me no matter what, but if I had to give a ranking. Have y'all tried any of these flavors before? If so, which one did you like? If there's another flavor that you tried from this brand, what was it? Holla at me. I'm just curious. Is there another product you want me to review? If so, ping me, DM me, whatever. I'll give it a shot. It won't kill me to try once. Alright, deuces.